We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
Third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to...
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The gun, they run it with Hunt. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete.
That's right, baby.
And
It's
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 37 back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, Mayfield going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Denzel Ward.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is out quickly to the right, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Browns 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On 2nd and inches. Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks, and they did.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 47. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Myles Garrett.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete.
Ooh, he's running.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 13.
Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Jaguars 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
47-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Under 10, 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff looking right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on 1st and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And it's 3rd down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing